7 points. The 7 points. Sif 7 point. What are these 7 points? These 7 points are the difference between an inexperienced person in stock markets compared to an experienced person. When you meet someone in stock markets and they tell you, "Achha, I know this. ये 7 points आप देखोगे ना, you will come to find out whether they are good at stock markets or not. If these 7 points are there, you can be sure that the other person is an experienced person, and you can be sure कि अगर ये 7 points आप में है, then my friend, you are going in the right direction. Are you ready? Let's go! Hi guys, my name is Goela. I'm an investor, trainer and mentor in stock markets. And we also provide a full online mentorship program wherein we handhold you in stock markets with trading and investments from the very basic. If you're interested in that program, my friend, link of that program is in the description below. Cool? अब शुरू करते हैं the 7 points I have for you, which is the difference between an inexperienced person in stock markets vis-a-vis a experienced person in stock markets. ठीक है? So I'm going to tell you point by point by point. Point number 1, understand everything. Now, an inexperienced person, जो स्टॉक मार्केट्स में अभी आया, he will say, Harsh, why did the markets go up? Harsh, why did this share go up today? Why did this share go up in 2 days? ऐसा क्यों हुआ? आज मार्केट नीचे क्यों गया? Why did this happen? Why did that happen? Whereas an experienced person will know that he does not need to understand everything because he understands the nature of stock markets. Because in the shorter period of time, क्या होता है? Sentiment, volatility, fluctuation. You cannot always put that on paper. You cannot reason with it. How can you put sentiment on paper? How can you put human emotions on paper? आप नहीं डाल सकते. अब जो एक amateur investor ना, वो calculate करने की कोशिश करेगा. No, because of this reason, because of this happened, नहीं. An experienced investor will understand. He will not try to understand the markets. He will understand the nature of the markets, that volatility, sentiment and irrationality is in the nature of markets itself. So this is the difference, number 1. And an experienced person पूछेगा हमेशा कि why do you think this happened, why thing happened, why happened. जो experienced होगा ना, he knows for the fact that even the other person does not have any answer, and he knows for the fact that asking this question कि अभी 1 घंटे में why did this share fall is a ridiculous question because he understands the nature of stock markets. Point number 1. अब आता है point number 2. The second point is that learn everything. ठीक है? Second point है learning. Now in learning, an inexperienced person वो 2-3 चीजें उठा लेगा and he will think, oh god, now I have learned everything. He might read a book, he might see an interview, he might do an online course, and he would be like, oh, I have learned every single thing, and he will be super confident in stock markets. Well, the fact is, जो actually experienced person होगा ना stock markets में, he will be the first one to tell you that उसको stock markets में कुछ नहीं आता. Even he is learning day by day because stock markets is such a big ocean that I would say that even the greatest investors, जो मैंने वीडियो बनाई थी my stock market guru series, वो यहाँ पे playlist मिल जाएगी. Check that playlist out after this. तो if you see all the top stock market players ना, सब ये बोलते हैं कि वो भी सीख रहे हैं, उनको नहीं पता markets किधर जाएगा. They don't know what to predict or what to say. So this is the reality. जो कि but एक inexperienced आदमी होगा, वो बोलेगा I have read this book, I have done that course, I have done this, now I have understood everything. P.S. These people are definitely not from the Goela School of Finance course because we make sure to give you live webinars, exclusive live webinars for a community to help you move forward with every single bit, and what you need is the right mindset जो हम आपको देते हैं. If you're interested in that program, link description में है और काफ़ी shameless marketing हो चुकी है. अब दोबारा point number 2 पे आते हैं, learn everything. Clear? Now the point number 3. Expectations. The third difference is expectations. Now जो एक amateur trader होगा या फिर I would say जो amateur बंदा stock markets में आएगा, उसकी expectation बताऊँ क्या होगी? जो generally आपको बता रहा हूँ, 1% a day, 2% a day. Simple, he'll say कि Harsh, I want to earn ROI of 1% a day, 2% a day. ठीक है? Now this expectation itself is so ridiculous. Now I understand कि भी कोई amateur आदमी आता है ना stock markets में, the world of stock markets is glamorous. You will think that I'm going to earn this, I'm going to blow money like this and that. My friend, that is only how they showcase it in the movies. जिसके पास एक्चुअली पैसा होता है वो ऐसे करे पैसे से फेंकता नहीं है कभी उड़ा के. He respects it. That's why he's got it. राइट, कमिंग बैक टू द पॉइंट. नाउ जो एमेच्योर इन्वेस्टर्स की ट्रेडर्स होते हैं जनरली, जो होता है कि उनकी एक्सपेक्टेशन क्या है, 1% अ डे. अब इसको लॉजिकली एनालाइज करो. इफ इट्स 1% अ डे, महीने में लगा लो दे आर 20 ट्रेडिंग डेज, रिमूव द हॉलीडेज एंड द वीकेंड्स, सो आई एम टेकिंग एन एवरेज ऑफ 20. सो एवरी मंथ यू आर अर्निंग 20% पर एनम. ठीक है, सो एक साल का कितना हो गया, 20 into 12, 240% per annum is your ROI. If your ROI, my friend, is 240% per annum for at least 4 to 5 years, you would be named in the top 50 richest people of the world. So is that impossible? नहीं, possible है. क्या वो realistic है? बिल्कुल भी नहीं. So the third difference, expectation. An inexperienced person will have expectations like 1% per annum, 1% per day. But an experienced person in stock markets, he will know that is not possible. Why? Because by luck हो भी सकता है कि आप एक दिन में 50% निकालो, या फ्यूचर ऑप्शन में आप you just double your money straight away. But in the longer term, to sustain that growth, it is almost next to impossible. Trust me when I tell you this, it would be even difficult for God to predict the stock markets कि कहाँ जाएंगे, because there are so many things attached to it. Again, मैं कुछ religious aspect नहीं पकड़ रहा हूँ. I'm just trying to explain you the concept of it. ठीक है, सो थर्ड डिफरेंट एक्सपेक्टेशंस. एक्सपीरियंस इन्वेस्टर और ट्रेडर ना, उसकी एक ही एक्सपेक्टेशन होगी, टू बीट द इंडेक्स, दैट्स इट, दैट इज इट. बट जो एक्सपीरियंस होगा उसकी एक एक्सपेक्टेशन होगी 1% पर डे, विच इज सुनने में लगता है इट्स ओके, बट एक्चुअली इफ यू लॉजिकली थिंक, ridiculous. Now the difference number 4. The difference number 4 is that an inexperienced person thinks that stock markets ना दोस्त मेरी मुट्ठी में है, स्टॉक मार्केट्स मेरे कंट्रोल में है. Whereas the experienced person knows that इस दुनिया में मार्केट से भरी कोई ताकत है ही नहीं. When I entered stock markets, I used to be arrogant कि अरे मैं समझ गया हूँ यार, मैं देख लूंगा. And this is when I'm telling you when I was 19 or 20 years old. अरे मैं समझ गया हूँ मार्केट्स यार, मुझे सब समझ आ गया. But sooner or later realize स्टॉक मार्केट्स एक वो जगह है जहाँ पे स्टॉक मार्केट्स है, मेरे हिसाब से एक दरवाजा है, उस दरवाजे पे लिखा है लीव योर शूज ईगो आउटसाइड एंड देन एंटर. When you enter the world of stock market, जब आप ट्रेडिंग करने बैठ रहे हो ना, जब इन्वेस्टमेंट की बातें कर रहे हो, दोस्त अपने जूते और अपनी ईगो बाहर छोड़ के आना. It doesn't matter what your education degree is. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter if you are very good at studies. It doesn't matter what your age is. It doesn't matter if your businesses are very successful or if you're very good at your job. Honestly, I'm telling you, अपनी ईगो और जूते बाहर छोड़ के आना स्टॉक मार्केट्स के. Right? मार्केट से बड़ी ताकत कुछ नहीं है. An inexperienced person will think that he knows everything, markets are in his control. When an experienced person will know that markets is the ultimate god. If you talk to an inexperienced person, he'll tell you, अरे मैं तो प्रॉफिट ये कमाया, स्ट्रैटेजी ये थी, वो थी, ये थी. बट जो एक्चुअली एक्सपीरियंस होगा ना, he will always say यार वो तो था, but I have also been lucky, the markets blessed me. He will always say this. Try it. I was lucky, the markets blessed me, because he knows that you cannot predict it. You cannot predict the markets. This is how the markets are, right? So ये बहुत major difference है, ये बहुत major difference है, which you will notice if you notice. ठीक है? Now the difference number 5, language. Now an inexperienced person ना, to try to talk to other people, वो हमेशा show करेगा, उसको बहुत आता है. He'll say, you know what this current stimulus is? The world is getting a stimulus of $8 trillion. And what are the repo rates? What are the interest rates? What did the RBI do in the budget? In the budgetary policy, in the monetary policy, blah 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 blah. एक inexperienced आदमी बहुत बड़े-बड़े शब्द थ्रो करता है. Whereas an experienced person will only talk in simple terms, आसान भाषा. किसी का भी इंटरव्यू देख लो, सी इंटरव्यूज ऑफ बिग, अगेन वॉच स्टॉक मार्केट गुरुज, उसमें मैंने अपने गुरुज बताए, उन स्टॉक मार्केट गुरुज में से किसी का भी इंटरव्यू देख लो, दे विल टॉक इन सच सिंपल लैंग्वेज दैट यू विल थिंक दैट स्टॉक मार्केट्स कैन बी अंडरस्टूड बाय 8-year-old ऑल्सो. So if you are someone who's always thinking in big words, big languages, big abbreviations, or heavy vocabulary, actually vocabulary is subjective, but if you're in that situation, buddy, you're trying to show other people. I'll give a very simple thing. Keynesian theory, quantitative easing, helicopter money, और the stimulus package, मतलब सेम है. इसको बस लोग कॉम्प्लिकेट कर देते हैं. Right? So point number 5. An experienced person, experienced investor trader will always use simple language so that even an 8-year-old can understand. Now, coming to the point number 6, and this is very interesting. The point number 6 is an inexperienced person will do more trading, less investing. An experienced person will do more investing and less trading. Yes. क्यों? Because there's a very famous saying, और जो हमेशा मैं बोलता हूँ, a good trader will never remain a trader for long. If you are a good trader, my friend, you will not remain a trader for long. Why? Because you will realize that actual money is in investing. ट्रेडिंग क्या है कि आप पेनीज इकट्ठा करो, ये पैसा पकड़ा, ये यहाँ 5 पैसे पकड़े, यहाँ 10 पैसे पकड़े. इन्वेस्टिंग हुआ है दोस्त, आप करोड़ों पकड़ते हो, ये 10 करोड़ यहाँ रख लिया. So that is the difference. And yes, when you start and when you're inexperienced ना, तो you need income. मैं भी आया था तो मैंने तो पिछले 3-4 साल से first 3-4 years सिर्फ trading ही की है, right? Because I was in need of dire income. उसके बाद क्या हुआ? Then I started training on behalf of Bombay Stock Exchange. तो obviously मेरी income आ गई वहाँ से, तो मुझे इतना वहाँ पे effort ना पड़ा, तो मैंने अपना portfolio long term में shift कर दिया. I went towards investing, which I wanted to, क्योंकि मेरा income aspect was cleared. Same situation with you. If you are new, no, you will always trade more, but you need to understand. वो सिर्फ आप initial में कर रहे हो. You cannot expect that for the rest of your life, until the age of 60, आप 9:30 बजे कंप्यूटर में बैठ जाओगे 3:30 तक, just hoping that your trades take out. नहीं. Ultimately हो क्या रहा है? You're trading your time with money. ये कौन करता है? Middle class people. Rich people क्या करते हैं? They don't trade their time with money. Time is the most precious thing. ठीक? So coming back to the difference, an inexperienced person will always trade more. An experienced person in stock markets, he will always and always invest more. हर बार. Now I am going to give you the difference number 7, and this is the most crucial difference out of the lot. You know what this difference is? The difference is that an inexperienced person will run behind IPOs. वो IPOs के पीछे अच्छा इसका IPO आ गया खरीदते, इसका IPO आ गया खरीद के. But an experienced person will always run behind good companies. It's a major difference. An inexperienced person will only go behind IPOs. An experienced person will have absolutely zero interest in IPOs. He will only run behind good quality companies. Why? Because in an IPO you can only get one lot. That is even if you're lucky. और उसमें आप कितना 15,000 डाल दोगे, दैट इज नॉट अ स्टेबल सोर्स ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट. यू कांट कंसिडर, बिकॉज यू कांट इवन बी श्योर दैट यू विल मेक दैट इन्वेस्टमेंट और नॉट. Aditya made a video on why IPOs are not foolproof. जो लोग सोचते हैं that IPOs are foolproof, but they are actually not. Right? So watch that video. It will give you a lot of clarity. And these were the 7 differences. So difference number 1. Understand everything. And experienced person understand the nature of stock markets. Difference number 2. Confident. मैं यहाँ difference सब लिखे मैं तुम्हें देख लेता हूँ एक बार. Difference number 2. Confident. That he's learned everything. An experienced person. An experienced person will understand that he's hungry to learn and he has to learn. फिर different number 3 expectation का आता है, that उसकी expectation 1% per day है, otherwise the expectation is just to beat the index. Then difference number 4, that an experienced person is fully in control of the markets, and experienced person, markets is God, nobody can control the markets. 5th, use simple language. 6th, more investing, less trading. And 7th is don't run behind good IPOs, run behind good companies. Well, those were the 7 differences. Have you spotted those differences within you themselves, or you have seen other people? And honestly, this is one of the best ways to judge the other person, if he is actually good in stock market or not, and if he's actually experienced in stock markets or not. Because you go to any experienced person, my friend, you will always find these 7 things with him. Right? तो नीचे कमेंट करके मुझे बताओ, what do you think? Do you think there's some other points? Do you think that there's some less points? Do you agree with all the points, or do you disagree with some of the points? Tell me your experience. Tell me about everything. How many points have you seen? Have you felt that, yes, when you entered the market, you thought this, now you're thinking this. So have you felt a change in any of these points? नीचे लिख के बताओ, so that our community, my friend, all of us can learn. And if you want to know more from us, then दोस्त मैंने बहुत interesting videos बना रखी है. चैनल पे जाओ, check out करो. You will find absolutely great content. So देखो, enjoy करो. And finally, जो आजकल मेरा catch phrase हो गया है, and I think I'm going to stick with it, is that give my love to young ones, give my regards to your elders. This is Goela from Goela School of Finance, financially empowering you.